Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. If you've already watched one of these videos for June 2023, you can skip the intro. There'll be a timestamp below. For those of you continuing to watch the intro, this is going to be a horoscope slash zodiac slash astrology reading for June of 2023. That's just when it's being released. It's for you whenever you come upon it. I didn't do it for May because I had a lot going on in real life. I figured out that I was autistic a couple months ago, and I've been getting used to some new medication while I'm waiting to get tested. I've had a lot of family stuff going on in terms of medical travel and emergencies and all of that. I've also been doing a lot of work on updating the thumbnails and descriptions in my YouTube playlists. I need to update my website some more and some other stuff related to my business. So I did the second half of my deck of angel cards in the interim here. This is going to be the back of the deck. We'll have more information on these when they come out, and you'll be able to see more of the images once that's finally published somewhere. Hopefully soon. I've got some more work to do with these plates before I can get that happening. In addition to the other decks that you can see on my channel, I've just gotten the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck. If you've been watching the June card of the day on my social media, you'll see a few of these in there. And once I feel more proficient with the deck, I will be doing a review of that in my Cats Hit the Deck review playlist. I think that's all of the major business that's going on right now, so we will see you in a few seconds in your reading. All right, Leo, we have for you as a totem for this reading a 6-inch pink craft foam lotus. This is available in my Etsy shop in several colors and also in a slightly smaller 4-inch. Okay. So you can get that. It's more vibrant and a little darker than it's showing up on camera. It really got that magenta going. So Leo, you have a big flower. The reading that we're doing is a triangulation. So I have the past, present, and future all linked into each other, feeding off of each other as they do. This card behind is going to be our starter card. It's going to give the issue or problem at hand, and once we come through the triangular portal in the middle, then we come out here with the outcome or information card. So we have the Wild Unknown Archetypes and the Aquarian Tarot. I have trimmed the edges of mine, which I regret, so don't do that. It just feels wrong without those few millimeters on the outside. But once you cut one, you got to do them all, so don't do that. Leo, the sun is moving into Cancer on the 21st, and the moon is going to be in Leo at the same time. So we have this switchy, matchy kind of situation happening. And Venus is in Leo as of the 5th. And who else? Mars is in Leo all month. So there's a lot going on with Leo energy. Alright, so let's look at this after card here. Let's look at what we've got for the issue at hand. The Tear. Alright, I'm not surprised that this is coming out sort of similar to Cancer. This is sort of like the drop in the ocean, letting your emotions out kind of a thing. But I'm going to read from the book just for funsies, because this deck is still new to me, even though I've had it for like 2 years. It just takes a while to learn alternate systems. And because I think it'll be more profound. So anyway, don't need to justify reading the book like I'm trying to impress people. Alright. Letting go. Swelling tide of emotion. Tear is what's needed in order for a conversation or situation to break into the next level of intimacy and vulnerability. Soften the ego. Open the portal to the unseen world. Through our watery eyes, the ancestors catch a glimpse of us, and we are reminded of their embrace. Humanity, humility, allowing to be held. So we have a grieving on the table. And to feel that, those feelings will bring clarity. So we could have some drama at hand or just like real sads. So we want to balance it with fire and earth. The tear is a powerful... Nope. The tear is powerful, and it is possible to be subsumed in its waters. Find a supportive place to open the floodgates. All right. Leo, you are in your feels, which is not surprising given that you're all the way in the water. We're going swimming, which is only handy if you're a tiger. If you're a regular lion, you're going to be like, what the fuck is going on? Alright, so let's look at how we're dealing with feels in the past. 3 of Cups. So this is my party all the time card. And this is the Walk of Shame card. Possibly literally, but it's like I am hungover. I don't feel so good. It's like in Wayne's World, when they go to pick up their friend, I think his name's Paul. I don't remember. I think his name might be Paul. Oh no, his name is Phil. And he's like already drunk when they pick him up, and he's like, Phil, you're partied out again. And he has no idea what's going on the whole time. And he doesn't even remember that they were at the same club the night before. Yeah, so the sensation of being partied out, of overdoing it, not enough recuperation, in over your head a little bit, run down, full of, like the hungover is like the feeling of being full of toxic water. My liver isn't processing the alcohol. My emotions aren't processing the feelings. That's what that is. What is 3 of Cups anyway? Mercury and Cancer. Which is happening on the 27th. So you can review that this month, but let's see how we're doing that. 5 of Swords. Mind games. I wanted to say mind fuck. I don't think Leo will mind. 5 of Swords is something. Venus in Aquarius. Venus is actually in Leo. So we have this shadow element coming out, right? Because Aquarius is the opposite of Leo, the Aquarian tarot. So the shadow element is actually a very Aquarian trait. I'm thinking myself out of feeling anything. It's also a little bit Gemini too. It's very airy, which makes sense because we have the swords here. It's like I'm going to gaslight myself because I'm fine. And it's like, maybe you shouldn't do that, Leo. It's like, what are you talking about? I don't need to cry. Look at me, I'm sparkly, right? It's like, I'm shining so bright that no one can see my shadow side. Like the tears of a clown, right? I'm partying harder than anyone, so everyone thinks I'm happy. And again, that might not be literal. It's a template, right? I'm pretending I'm normal at work and everybody tells me I'm doing a good job, but I go home and I drink myself under the table and then tell myself I'm fine. What's the future here, Leo? 3 of Rods. Okay. The Sun in Aries. So this is actually, this could be looking at next year, right? By next year, I want to be able to look out on the horizon and feel like I'm sailing somewhere new. Right? So like 9 months from now, I want to be looking at a different environment. And it doesn't have to be 9 months exactly. I'm kind of getting, I partied a little too hard and I got knocked up and now I'm flipping my shit. That might be true for somebody. If you're pregnant when you didn't expect it and it's due in March. Or April. But in general though, it's like I want to clear the air, right? There's nothing, no clouds here. But here it's very hazy. And here it's a little bit gray. We've got wildfires spreading smoke all over like a good third of the United States right now. We had some dusty clouds here in New Hampshire today, which is, you know, nowhere near as bad as the orange sky that was happening in New York, and obviously worse in Canada itself. So this is what this is reminding me of. Look around, leaves are brown. Something ground in the sky is a hazy shade of winter. Simon and Garfunkel there. So if the sky is a hazy shade of winter, and it's like I'm falling out of rhythm, then the future is spring when everything is clearing out again, right? I'm going to do some spring cleaning. So it could be literally that time frame all the way into next year, or it could be metaphorical for different phases of emotion, right? I'm going to bury myself in a pile of leaves, and then I'm going to have some kind of ego death, and then I'm going to like unfurl this new freshen persona, right? Like I've just sprayed the room with some Febreze or some Autoban or whatever. All right, let's see what this overview is. Oh, we've got the finger monkey here. That's what it looks like. This isn't the way this card goes, but it looks like a finger monkey. It's like, the quiz no subs! They got a pepper bar. There's actually a tiger here, right? So we're able to get into the water now that we're a tiger. We've got our little scuba suit on. We've got whatever the hell that eyeball is. So we have the shapeshifter. Right? I'm not stuck in this same form that I've been in. I'm able to, like, I'm a little bit more malleable. So let's read. Let's read up a little bit and see what we've got here in the textuals. $91. Number 15. Oh, see, 15. This is a 15. So 15 is normally I was going to say death, but it's not. It's the devil. It's the shadow. And this is kind of what Leo's working on right now. The idea of going into the moon energy is so that you can look at the shadows that you weren't paying attention to because you were busy, like, being too sparkly. Right? We want to have depth. The brightest bright seems darker when it's put next to the darkest dark. And this is something that comes from, you know, introductory drawing class when I was in college. You put the black next to the white, and then everything else is a shade of gray, and it... Shades of Gray, which is actually a Monkey song. But it gives it more dimension. Right? You're allowed to have more dimension. You don't just have to be fucking sunshine all day long. Right? It's like, I'm full of sunny goodness. Where are you going? Whatever that commercial was. The Shapeshifter. I have a Shapeshifter card in my Angel Oracle deck, which if you watch the little intro piece here, you would have seen a little bit of. And I really like it too. And it actually has a lot to do with light and dark. And I wish you could see it now, but you can't. You have to wait. A love of theater. That sounds like Leo. Games and trickery. Alright, so games and trickery. The mindfuckery card. 5 of Swords right there. And it's not like you're trying to, you know, pull the wool over somebody's eyes. It's that you're, you know, believing this false narrative that you don't have feelings. You know, and it's sort of like you've been telling yourself, you're like, oh, it ain't that deep, honey. And it's like, yeah, actually it kind of is. Deep as, bruh. Okay. So energy appears as one thing, only to reveal a more complex story below the surface. As I had just said! The shapeshifter is within all of us to some degree. It's the side of ourselves that is slippery, non-committal, and experimental and longs to dismiss the rules. Okay? Dismissing the rules definitely sounds like Leo. I make the rules, and then I don't follow them, because law. And I can say that too, because I have a Leo moon. So this reading is probably kicking my own ass, and I should probably go watch it back. We need the shapeshifter energy to adapt to the ever-changing landscape of our existence. It's important to imagine you're looking at life through a kaleidoscope, which is kind of what that looks like. Decrease no subs! Rather than a single focus lens. At any moment, the scene may shift, revealing a more enchanting vision than you imagined. Look at this little turtle in the book. Isn't that cute? Look at Turtle. He's so cute. Did I just do like an ADHD thing? Probably. I might be comorbid. Oh, did I even fucking... I didn't even say this. I think I forgot in this reading. If you skip the intro, I was talking about how I'm figured out recently that I'm autistic. If you are autistic, or you think you might be, or you have ADHD or some other form of neurospicy and you feel comfortable commenting below, let me know if that's going on for you, just so we can be like, what's up? And comment if there's any kind of reading in particular that you're looking for. If I already said that, then I forgot. I'm sorry, but there it is. So comment. Also comment if you like turtles, or just comment a little turtle emoji for funsies, because we had a little turtle there. Be wary, though, as the allure of the kaleidoscope can leave you exhausted and yearning for solid ground. Dancing long-term with the shapeshifter requires a central pillar of integrity that links us back to our center. So usually when I talk about integrity, I mean integration of the self with the shadow. And we have the shadow over here. And Leo is very much about self. Not necessarily in a bad way, but it's like, in order to shine with Leo energy, you have to be connected to your solar chakra. That's where that sort of inner light is coming from with the Leo energy. So even if you have sort of a distorted sense of self, you're still aware of yourself. And this is saying, essentially, take on different forms until you find the one that clicks like a little cog in the watch and, you know, makes the alarm go off to tell you, like, ding, 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 this is actually myself, not these other versions of me. You know, like, put on a mask until it looks like you looking back at you. Like, you know, try all the boxes of matches. Like, go to the store and have a fashion montage until you have an outfit that feels like you and not, you know, dressing like the 8 other people that you usually hang out with. That's the shapeshifter. You know, like, I didn't feel like myself until I gave myself a wolf cut haircut. And now when I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, my hair looks like me. You know, it's the Jim Morrison hair that I've always wanted. Instead of the, like, 1940s bullshit that I was doing. Let me just check here. The ultimate shapeshifter works undercover in service of the greater good. The diminished shapeshifter becomes a people pleaser. That's kind of with this, you know, life of the party thing. It's like I'm trying to make other people happy instead of myself. All right, so you can almost say that this is like, oh, I've put on this outfit and I'm looking in the mirror to see if when I look in the mirror, it looks like me. All right, so that's what we've got for Leo here. So let me see how I can summarize this. I'm avoiding my feelings by telling myself that what I'm doing or what I'm wearing or who I am hanging out with is my natural self. But it's not, and it's causing me emotional distress. So what I need to do is sort of flip through different iterations of me until I find the one that actually looks like me, quacks like me, walks like me, and so on. And then Leo will go from crunched up to blooming. All right, take it easy, Leo. See you on the other side. Thank you for watching. Stay connected with CATtheMinion energy work. Check out my complete suite of goods and services conveniently from my Linktree. linktr.ee/CATtheMinion. Color your way into some relaxation with my coloring books Energy Forms and Draco Forms on Amazon. Get groovy with fashion and home accessories from my Cafe Press or Redbubble shops. Decorate your environment with original art and divination tools from my Etsy shop.